I need to be with you.
Yeah, definitely.
Four of us. I'm with the commission and I'm trying to get the
It's the showdown nobody saw coming, but one we've all been speculating about for weeks. Just hours after exchanging heated words through the media, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez took their rivalry from a potential match in the ring to an encounter at the airport. Let's catch you up on the spark for this confrontation that started just a few days earlier. Terence Crawford, fresh off his win over Madov, has always been vocal about wanting a fight with Canelo Alvarez. During a recent Instagram live session with His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, Crawford and Turki both called for the bout to happen.
Yes! Let's go! Canelo, come on!
You heard it from him.
We are ready!
Just put me in the game, coach. Just put me in the game. Canelo Crawford, the biggest.
It's the showdown nobody saw coming, but one we've all been speculating about for weeks. Just hours after exchanging heated words through the media, Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez took their rivalry from a potential match in the ring to an encounter at the airport. Let's catch you up on the spark for this confrontation that started just a few days earlier. Terence Crawford, fresh off his win over Madov, has always been vocal about wanting a fight with Canelo Alvarez. During a recent Instagram live session with His Excellency Turki Al Sheikh, Crawford and Turki both called for the bout to happen. From that moment on, Crawford hasn't been silent about the fight, calling Canelo a duck for not engaging in serious conversations about a potential match. This comment was a jab at Canelo's reluctance to face him in the ring, a fight many consider could be one of the biggest boxing events in recent history. During a post-fight interview following Edgar Berlanga's latest bout, Canelo was asked about Crawford's count. At first, Canelo shrugged it off, responding with a cold no comment. But later, when pressed further, Canelo didn't hold back. He dismissed Crawford's challenge outright, calling the welterweight champion too easy and too light for him. Canelo made it clear that he didn't see Crawford as a legitimate threat, implying that facing him wouldn't be a challenge worth his time. For Crawford, Canelo's dismissal was the last straw. Things between these two escalated quickly when they unexpectedly crossed paths in the airport terminal. Both fighters were with their teams, but neither seemed interested in walking away, especially Crawford. Still fuming from Canelo's comments, Crawford allegedly confronted Canelo about the too easy remark, and things turned physical almost immediately. Interestingly, it was just recently that Crawford made some respectful comments about Canelo in his fight against Berlanga. Canelo once again demonstrated why he's considered one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world. He dropped Berlanga early in the fight and controlled most of the action despite Berlanga showing heart and determination to recover from the knockdown. Canelo's performance, though expected, left little doubt that he still reigns supreme in the super middleweight division. As Crawford watched from the sidelines, he couldn't help but acknowledge the Mexican champion's skill. "I went to the Canelo-Berlanga fight, and then I went to the UFC fight," Crawford said when asked about Canelo's performance. "I think Canelo put on a great performance, like he always does. Canelo was Canelo. I think Berlanga put on a tremendous show as well. He showed a lot of heart and great determination, and it made for a great fight." Crawford's praise for both fighters reflected his deep respect for the sport, but it also showed his underlying interest in facing Canelo. Having recently moved up to super welterweight, Crawford is eyeing Canelo as his next challenge, and according to him, he won't stop until this fight is made. The potential fight would be 2 divisions up from where Crawford currently competes, but the Omaha native seems unfazed by the size difference. His determination to fight Canelo stems from his desire to solidify his legacy and achieve greatness. Crawford's win over Israel Madrimov marked his first distance fight in 8 years, prompting some analysts to question whether his power might be waning as he moves up in weight. A tough and durable opponent took Crawford the full distance, making it a competitive contest, while Crawford's power remains one of his defining attributes. The bigger question is how it will translate against someone like Canelo, who has proven time and time again that he can handle the best punches in the sport. Crawford hasn't wavered in his belief that the fight with Canelo is the one the world wants to see. "I've been wanting the fight. It's a legacy fight. It's the biggest fight in boxing today," Crawford said. "I feel like the fight is the last of the Mohicans. I think the fight would be massive. You fought two guys who are top massive." Crawford's confidence is evident as he speaks about the potential matchup. He acknowledges that Canelo is bigger, but that doesn't scare him. In fact, it motivates him even more to take on a challenge like Canelo. "I know Canelo is bigger than me, but I'm up for the challenge. It's all respect, and if he does decide to come my way and we get in the ring, then it would be an electrifying fight. Of course, I'll beat him. There is no doubt in my mind." Crawford's stellar career record backs his confidence, but the fight with Canelo presents a new level of difficulty. Canelo, known for his power, ring IQ, and experience, has defeated some of the best fighters in multiple weight divisions. Facing Crawford, who has dominated the lighter divisions, would be a clash of styles, skills, and physical attributes. For now, Canelo has not made any commitments about his next opponent. After the Berlanga fight, he mentioned that he plans to take time off with his family before deciding on his next move. This leaves the door open for a variety of possibilities, including a potential Crawford bout. Berlanga may have scored what some might call a moral victory by going the distance. But for Canelo Alvarez, this was another night where his power left a lasting mark on his opponent, without delivering the KO his fans have come to expect. This marks the fourth consecutive fight in which Alvarez floored his opponent, but walked away with a decision victory. For someone with a legacy as celebrated as Canelo's, this trend might raise some eyebrows, but the man himself isn't rattled. What are they going to say? Canelo said post-fight with the frustration of a champion constantly questioned despite his dominance. "I fight younger fighters. They say I fight older fighters. They always talk. My experience, my talent, my hard work, and my intelligence, everything together makes me the best." It's almost as if Canelo has reached a point where no victory is ever enough to silence the doubters. But then again, perhaps it's not about what he's already achieved, but what lies ahead. What the critics might say is hard to ignore after his loss to Dmitry Bivol in May 2022. Canelo has faced a string of fighters who, while talented, aren't exactly on the same level. Canelo was a -1,600 favorite against Berlanga, and the talks are growing that boxing's top star needs a true challenge to restore that sense of danger and excitement to his career. This is where Terence Crawford comes in, who sees himself as the next great challenger for Canelo. Crawford, known for his precision, speed, and ring IQ, has likened a potential move up in weight to face Canelo to the iconic 1983 clash between Marvin Hagler and Roberto Duran. "Except the smaller guy wins this fight," Crawford said confidently. Before any talks of Crawford and Canelo can get serious, there's another spectacle on the horizon in Canelo's immediate future, a potential rematch with Dmitry Bivol. This time, the stakes could be higher than ever. Bivol, who outclassed Canelo in their first meeting despite the suspiciously close scorecards, is set to face Artur Beterbiev in a clash for the undisputed light heavyweight championship. If Bivol emerges victorious, Canelo is already eyeing the rematch, seeking redemption, and the chance to become the undisputed champion in a new weight class. Canelo, never one to shy away from a challenge, is fueled by the memory of his loss to Bivol. "Nothing was right in that fight for me," Canelo has said, pointing to a left wrist injury